Hello, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited to have you here today. My name is Emmy Hernandez. I'm your instructor for today's session, and we are going to be covering how to repurpose some of the content that you already have using AI. And usually all of my sessions are workshop based, meaning I don't have any slides. I'm not here to lecture you or give you any lectures. This is going to be hands-on. We're actually going to be doing stuff. And it's very interactive. So you are welcome to turn on your camera if you like. You're also welcome to unmute yourself. You are welcome to interact in the chat box. You don't have to do any of that. You can just sort of sit and observe and listen if you like. However, you'll get more out of it if you are able to participate. And if you can't participate in this one, you can always come back to another one if you need to observe today. So I'm so happy that you're here and we're going to get rocking and rolling. So how I like to start my sessions is I like to learn a little bit more about who I have on the line with me. So, and what you are interested in this class for, right? So what sparked your interest about it? So I'd like to get started, if that's okay for everyone, with everyone. Either type in the chat for me or unmute yourself. And I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I see Joseph. So I see Martin. Did I say that correctly? Said Martin, he's an AI learner. Okay, awesome, great. So just AI learning in general, Martin, that's what you're interested in? Awesome. Perfect, because I have a really cool tool that we're only gonna be covering one, maybe two tools today. Okay, so if you haven't been to my AI in general class, definitely come to my AI general class, because that one I cover a lot of tools and a lot of different things. Today we're gonna be covering just repurposing content for social media. Chris, hi Chris. So you're under the Pacheco account. Okay, awesome. Hi Chris. What industry are you in, Martin? Any industry or any category in general, any niche? Joseph, feel free to share as well. You're all welcome to either unmute yourself or type in the chat box. No worries, Martin, you do not have to show video. You in the chat is very, very helpful. Thank you. Chris, you want to be using it for promoting business with social. Awesome. Can you give me a category of the type of business it is? Because if you give me categories, I can give you some more helpful examples instead of just sort of general stuff. Chris, you're in the drywall business. Awesome. Hi, Joseph. I said I want to see what AI can do. One time I had an AI create a picture of a clown. Awesome. Yeah, AI can do a lot of stuff. We're not going to be doing any pictures or text today. I'm going to be showing this class in particular is just for repurposing long form content. And I'm going to be showing you one tool specifically for that. And again, I will repeat, if you want more of the general AI and a lot of different tools, I teach that class too. So be on the lookout on the calendar for AI. When you see, I think they put instructor names on there for Emmy Hernandez, you will be able to cover a lot of other things. Joseph, is there a particular category that you'd like to focus on? Same for you, Martin. So now we know that Chris is in the drywall business. I'm going to make some notes here. All right. So while you all find some accounts or something that you want to share with me, sit down for anything AI. All right. Chris, I have a question for you. Do you have someone in your industry that pops up on your feed a lot, or someone who has a huge social media following that is also in the drywall business? Maybe someone that's not in your local area, maybe someone that's, I don't know, New York, California, somewhere outside of Omaha. It could be someone locally that is, I don't believe anyone is a real competitor, but someone that's potentially a collaborator. Do you have anyone like that that has YouTube videos that they post and you like what they're doing and it seems like they're getting attention and potentially a lot of business? So Martin, you're saying there's specific issues, increased donations to charities, always an issue, big or small. Okay, awesome. So you're in the nonprofit space. That's helpful. Thank you, Martin. Perfect. Chris, you said you have seen someone for painting, but I think they are in Texas. Okay, great. If you can pull up or find their YouTube channel or something similar to it, feel free to put the link in the chat. If not, I'll just pull someone up. I just wanted to give you some examples of what you can do and how you can do it, but I can also show you all how to do it on your own. All right. And excuse me, I have really bad allergies today, so you're going to see me cleaning my nose throughout the class and drinking some water. All right. So, see, I got Chris in the drywall business, Martine looking to increase donations in the nonprofit sector, and Joseph, is there a specific category that you'd like me to focus on, or just everything in general? You're saying down for anything in AI. That is a little bit tricky for me to help you because everything means everything and we can't cover everything here. So if you can give me one specific category that would be of interest to you, then we can do that. If not, I'll focus just on Chris and Martine, because I can't do everything. We don't have we only have 2 hours together. Alrighty. So you'll notice here already is I'm actually giving you a quick tip on the importance of being specific with AI. Okay. So the more specific you can be, the better your results are going to be. The problem that people have with AI in general is they put in very general things and expect specific things out. That's not how it works. The more specific you are, and that's why I'm trying to sort of get some stuff out of you, because the more specific you can be with me, the more I can help you craft the right messaging so you can get the things that you want from AI. All right. So let's get rocking and rolling. We're gonna have some time here to actually play with some videos. So Martine, do you or you, Chris, do either of you already have accounts where you have videos either on Instagram or YouTube? Just Facebook? Okay, that's great. Awesome. Are they Facebook live videos, Chris? Or live videos, or you recorded them and then uploaded them? Martine said I have a client, Tower Cancer Research Center. They have YouTube. Okay, perfect. Chris, you said record then upload. Okay, great. So that means that you're able to get those videos because sometimes the live ones are a little bit tricky. And now Facebook has just announced any of the live videos, by the way, on Facebook will be taken down in the next 30 days. Or they will only be up for 30 days, sorry. Even the ones that you said to leave up forever, they will be taking them down because they are no longer hosting those videos, just FYI. All right, again, that's only for the lives. Alrighty, so this helps me. So we have some Cancer Research Center and some drywall stuff. Okay, so here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you again one specific tool, and we're going to play with this tool just so you see how it works. Martine, yes, this is for Facebook Live, not YouTube Live. I haven't seen that. It's for Facebook for sure. Yeah, sorry if I misspoke. Alrighty, so I'm going to introduce you to a tool called Opus Pro. And I'm going to put the link in here and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Oops, that is missing a letter. That is incorrect. My apologies. This is the correct link. All right, sorry, the first one is a typo. Can I delete the first one? Let's see, delete, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now we have the correct link in the chat. That's always important. So opus.pro. Let me show you what that looks like. All right. Let me pull that up. All right, here we go. So Opus Clip or Opus.Pro, just so you know, I do pay for this service. It's $8 a month or $100 for the year. It's very, very helpful for those of you who are either in the consulting business or small business owners. It is probably one of the cheapest AI tools that you'll ever find, and it's only going to get more expensive, okay? It's only this cheap because they've only been around for about 1.5 years, but I can tell you, using this tool, I have saved over $15,000 in video editors. Okay, as someone who had spent a lot of money in the last 5 years on hiring video editors and making long videos, making them nice and pretty and organizing them and adding captions and all that stuff, it was pricey. So now I use Opus Pro. I still have an agency who manages this because I don't manage it on my own. However, I have them use this, and I can literally already tell you I saved $15,000 just last year. So this is why I'm introducing you to this tool, because it literally can be a lifesaver for a business and being able to bring in leads. Okay, so the premise behind Opus Clip is you put in one long video. By long video, it can be 2-3 minutes, although ideally longer than that, 10, 15. And you can get 10 viral clips, and you literally create 10 times faster. So they cannot guarantee that you're going to go viral, but they can guarantee that they set you up in a specific order. And so let me show you briefly. So the reason I love this is for people who have podcasts or video podcasts. That's actually why I launched mine, so I can have video footage. So when you record on Zoom or on most places, when you record for your video, it's going to be horizontal, right? But TikTok changed everything. So the TikTokification of social media made it so that now everything you record needs to be in portrait. Okay, at least it needs to be shown in portrait. So YouTube Shorts came out, Reels came out, and everything is portrait. So the tricky part about that is that it's very difficult, okay, unless you're an expert video editor, to change something from horizontal to portrait. Opus Clip does it automatically. So you see here they're sort of set up on a horizontal table. It switches it over and makes it interactive and adds the captions automatically. Not only that, they've been working on some things where they can add B-roll. B-roll means background images, right? So you can hear your voice and you can have other images light up, including emojis. It is fascinating how it does this. So I wanted to show you this real quick. And so that's the link to that. I think you can create one video for free. So let me show you everything first, and then you can pick a video that you want to test out for yourself. And then you can see if it's a tool that you can see yourself moving forward. And by the way, you're not under contract. So if you get it for like a month, and you can do a whole bunch of videos and then cancel it however you like. Not only that, you can, once the videos are complete, you can actually schedule them directly in this app for posting on YouTube Shorts, Instagram, and Facebook, wherever it is that you want to post everything, and TikTok as well. So you can, that has the scheduler directly inside here. So because I knew I was going to be teaching this class today, I wanted to give you an example of a video that is not mine. So by the way, it doesn't even have to be your videos. You can either upload it directly from your computer. You can use YouTube. You can use Google Drive. It takes a whole bunch of different links that you can upload. So what I did is I went to go find, I just looked up some of the top famous TEDx talks. And one of the most popular one is how to make stress your friend. Ooh, that's an important topic. Let me check the chat here real quick. In one moment. Martin said, is there a limit to the length of the video to upload? I've uploaded, I think 1.5 hours. And I think it just uses credits. I'm not sure what the full length is. That's a very good question. I have not tested that out. I've tested videos up to 1.5 hours. Yeah, and then it creates from there. And it creates them really, really fast. It's it's impressive. So this 14, let's say 15-minute talk, I put into Opus Clip. I literally just grabbed this link. I think I grabbed it from here, share. It doesn't matter if you grab it from share or from up here for YouTube. And then I put it into here. I literally just dropped the link in there and then said, I have a dashboard. So it says get clips. Okay, so it says you can drop a video link or upload files. All right. You're welcome, Martin. And then on this is what it came up with, okay? It took 5 minutes, I think less than 5 minutes, to render all of these videos that were 15 minutes long. Okay, so I want you to see just how quickly it does this. So it's giving me an example of something where it added AI voiceover and it added AI B-roll, okay? So these are some things that you can do. I'm gonna give you an example. I wanna show you this. I think I need to, I wanna make sure you can hear it. So I'm gonna share so that you can hear the audio. Okay, so remember, all I did was grab this link. It's not even mine. It's a YouTube video. Okay. Ted owns it. Okay. I put that link in here and I just clicked one button and it in 5 minutes, it made all of these videos. So you'll see here, they all have different lengths. So this one's 1 minute and 15 seconds. This one's 1 minute and 59. This one's 1 minute and 43. So what it does is it analyzes the text and it decides this is a good starting point and this is a good ending point. And yes, you can edit these, by the way. You can edit these, but I'm going to show you just the general stuff here. So what does it tell you? This ranking tells you what it thinks is the likelihood of it going viral on shorts, TikToks, or Reels, okay? More important than going viral is the consistency. I will tell you this in every single session. You always hear me say any of that, but I want you to see that. So this video was horizontal. Okay, this is what it looks like, horizontal. In less than 5 minutes, it created all of these clips. It made 14 clips out of this 15-minute video and decided. So you can go in here.
To understand the side.
I want to show you the whole video. Okay. Not only does it redo the video, it creates a hook that you can edit, but it analyzes it to show you what it thinks the best hook is. And then here's the transcript. And it also writes the caption for you. And then you can plan on social in here. So I wanted to show you this one just so you can get an understanding of what it looks like. So did a close-up on her face.
To understand the side of stress, we need to talk about a hormone, oxytocin. And I know
it added some B-roll there.
Oxytocin has already gotten as much hype as a hormone can get. It even has its own cute nickname, the cuddle hormone, because it's released when you hug someone. But this is a very small part of what oxytocin is involved in. Oxytocin is a neural.
Again, it did this on its own. You didn't have to watch the whole thing and have someone tell you that was the beginning of it. I mean, you can check out your chat. It says, what do you mean consistency? The edited video isn't jerky. What I mean by consistency is the posting consistency. As in, if you're going to post 3 times a week, post 3 times a week, or we're going to post once a day, that's more important. So what I mean for business owners in particular, yeah, sorry, I wasn't clear about that. It's more about not the consistency of the video per se. That can be important depending on the brand, but more is the consistency of, like, sometimes people will post once a quarter and they're like, oh, we haven't gone viral. It's because you're showing the algorithm that you're not engaging, right? So sometimes people will post and then disappear and don't like anybody else's stuff, don't comment, don't do anything. That tells the algorithm that you're not being social. So it's social media for a reason, right? So again, this class isn't about that, so I don't want to go too deep into that, but I do want to share some of the context around this. So what's really important is that you have the transcript. You can use this and put it into ChatGPT as well and create some other content that you like. But here's what's so cool is you can put it directly into the platform. And I do this, by the way, I have my team have this set up. It literally is just connect to TikTok and you just put in your password and then it's connected. And I'll show you what this looks like. You can download the video and post it wherever it is that you want. If it's not, like, maybe on LinkedIn, this would be a good video for LinkedIn. If I were this person's brand agency, I would be using this to post these videos on LinkedIn, not all back to back, but spread them out, probably, because there's 14 of them. I would probably spread them out in about a month and do about two a week and give some context to it. And all of these, you see, you can edit clip. You can see there's an AI hook. So this is in beta, meaning it's still newer. You can enhance speech, you can add B-roll, and this one tells you the dimension. So again, it changed it to the correct portrait format that we need for how social videos are important today. So there's a lot of things you can do in the edit clip. You can add logos. So again, I'm gonna give you a brief overview of a lot of this, and then we're gonna do some more stuff here together. And if you're already thinking of, oh, there's some videos that I want Emmy to see, or maybe just a random video that's not yours, but maybe a client video that's on YouTube, please, please, please start looking for those and put them in the chat. Because we can work on your actual videos today, even just for practice. Look, it's telling add music to your video. This is new. Last time I went in here, that wasn't the case. Enhance, effortlessly come up your audio. Try now. I don't really want to do that right now. I just want to sort of show you what it looks like on here. Generate B-roll, next, AI enhance. So just telling me all the different things. You can upload images to it, rearrange the scene in the timeline. So it works kind of like CapCut. If you're familiar with CapCut, it is the editing tool that TikTok made famous, but you can use it for other things. Here's the best part about this, however. This tool is made for people who are not experts on anything editing. I can tell you right now, I like 1% of the time will do any editing on the text on the videos, and that's maybe just to sort of change a word here, either the beginning or the end. Other than that, I will post the videos as they are because that's how good they are. Are they all going to be fantastic? No, you're going to get about 5 out of the 14 that are absolutely perfect. And the others are going to be wonky. Like it seems a little weird where it started and where it ended, some stuff like that. So if you can overlay a logo over here, CTA, you can choose a file, add a logo. You can add AI emojis. So see, I started that. You can change it. It already has a caption on there. You can change the text. So right now it has three lines, or you can do 1 line. So it goes even faster, right? So the caption position, auto, you can do top, middle, bottom, just like that. It switches. Animation, bounce, non, box, pop, scale, slide left, slide up, underline. You can see there's a lot of different things, and this is just one of the sides, right? So this is modifying the template. We can edit the transitions. We can add some voiceover. We can add B-roll. And the voiceover doesn't even have to be you. It could be a generated person on here. You can select this person as Adam. We can select Alice and generate speech. So there's a lot of different things that can be done in here. Again, this is if you want to go into the advanced stuff. My main reason for showing you, I want to actually save changes. My main reason for showing you this tool is to show you that Opus Clips exists in the first place, so you don't have to do any of that editing, so that it creates clips that are ready to post and ready to go online. So I'm gonna pause here for a moment for questions, and then we're gonna be able to do some of these together. Okay, so the entire point of how my sessions work is it's workshop. So you'll be able to either post some videos or a video that you want me to play with, and we can create some clips for you here today, and I can actually send them to you if you like. Or I can come up and find videos that are similar to your space. That's why I wanted to know your business category so that you can get some ideas of how to do it for your own business. So I'm gonna pause here for a moment for questions and or comments or any thoughts that are coming up for you right now. For you, Joseph, Martine, or Chris. Pretty cool. Awesome. Awesome. So we have a link for the 2023 gala event for Tower. It's 90 minutes. I think that's perfect. Might be, they have 33 subscribers to the YouTube. Perfect. Since it's 90 minutes, it might take a little bit longer to render. Do you have something, meaning I don't know how long it'll take to actually give us the footage because it needs to work in the background. Do you have anything that's shorter by any chance? I'm going to pull it up either way. Do you have anything that's shorter by any chance? Maybe like a commercial from them or something that they've done? Just so you can see the results immediately, if that makes any sense. It's gonna look perfect. All right. Joseph and Chris, what do you guys
Hello,
think?
ladies and gentlemen, everybody take your seat.
All right, I'm gonna pause that. Joseph and Chris, what do you guys think so far? Do you see yourselves potentially using this tool? Is it something that maybe is not something that you need at the moment, but maybe in the future? Anyone that you can introduce this tool for? Again, this is about repurposing the content that you already have or creating new long form content and then using this to create smaller short clips. And while you give me some stuff in the chat, I'm going to pull this up over here because we can look at the Tower Council research. All right, let's see. Chris said, I like how it does the edit in the video on its own. Yeah, it makes a big difference. So let's see. So the idea is, and this is actually a really great way for you to see it, right? So they have their full videos, their long videos, and then the shorts, and then the live, and then playlists, right? So YouTube recognizes the power of those short clips, and it has its own category now, right? So you can actually go to YouTube shorts at the bottom, and it'll play as if it were a TikTok or Instagram Reels. So let me see their full videos. I see your link in here, Martin's 41 minutes. Let me see. An hour and 30, diversity of clinical trials, Bird of Hope. So this one's already short. Council's Bird of Hope lunch. So this one looks like it's already a compilation. See, so this is I wanted to give you an example. Let me see how long this one is. The gala. So it works fast.
We all are touched by cancer, and
so I wanted to give you an example for this one. So this one's 28 minutes. It would probably render in like 6 minutes or so, so you'll be able to see the results. You see how it's an educational evening with a special guest. So someone was speaking on something important and now it's 28 minutes. This is an example of how you would use this more than for the gala, but maybe for the gala as well. But you're welcome to put that link in Opus Pro on your own to see how many clips it'll give you. This is the example of how I would probably use it best, right? So this is kind of like she's giving some incredible information like a TED Talk, but it seems like it's pretty long, right? So a lot of people wouldn't sit there and listen to this, the whole thing, but would they listen to short clips? Potentially, maybe. So let me give you an example of how I would do this, right? So we're gonna grab this link here. And again, feel free to go out and use it on your own. Ooh, Chris, we can definitely test out that video link that you sent me from Facebook. I haven't tried one from there, so let's try it. Chris, Joseph said no reviews for it at this point, but like to find a local news broadcast and see how it would render into clips. Yeah, it's a great idea. If you find one that you want to test out, please put it in here. And then we'll see what it does. Because I do use this for media clips for my clients when they go on TV. Anything longer than 3 minutes, a lot of them are already super short, right? So anything longer than 3 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes, we run them through here so they can get the short clips. So yeah, Joseph, any of those that you find or one that you're interested in, please put it in here and we can play with it. All right, so this is an example of something that I would run through. Does that make sense, Martin, why I would run something like this? Again, you can run them all, but the idea is you want short clips of people speaking, not just not just from another video that's already edited, if that makes any sense. So like if it's already an edited video, then it's sort of like already doing its thing. This is more useful when you're having like a talking video. Okay, awesome. And then you're creating shorts of that, because the chances of someone watching for 30 seconds, watching something for 30 seconds is much higher, especially if you have a good caption, than to tell them like, hey, stop scrolling. Watch this 28-minute video. Chances of that are almost zero. Not 100%, but almost. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this up so we can use this one. So let me know if you want me to use this one as a test, or if you want to find some other ones that are on their playlist. And then I'm gonna pull up Chris's Facebook video. Chris said, just videos, or will it turn multiple pictures into a video? So really good question. This is just videos. This is not for pictures to turn into a video. So it is not a video editing platform. I know it sounds weird when I say that, because you're like, well, this is video. So meaning if you want to add pictures, there is a way to add pictures that's already part of the video, but I would recommend other tools for that. I would recommend, are you familiar with CapCut, Chris? Yeah, so I recommend CapCut for that. CapCut desktop version. So I recommend this tool for just turning multiple pictures into a video. That's a better tool for that. Opus Clip, that's not what it was designed for. A really good question. It just has a different purpose as a tool. All right, so let me pull up your Facebook video, Facebook share. Let's see what that gives us. Because I'm curious if it'll take us directly. Also doesn't look old. Perfect. This is mold is hot topic. Anything to do with mold or black mold is really, really important, and it gets a lot of views. Okay, so let me see. We're trying to see if it recognizes this. Let's see, we don't want to. Good thing is that we can download the video if we have to. Let's see. See, so this one, is there any talking in this one, Chris? Because it looks like it's only 16 seconds. I don't know if there's any, I don't hear any talking in the background. Chris said, no, there's not. Okay, great question. So I did not clarify this with all of you. This is for talking videos, okay? So this is for, see, this one is a compilation of a whole bunch of images that are already up. Again, that CapCut is better for that. Where this one works best is repurposing stuff like this. So a longer form video. So yes, if you can look for another one, that'd be perfect. Even if you're doing a walkthrough or showing someone something, like there's a very popular inspector on TikTok who goes and inspects and checks out, you know, construction sites and shows everything, his whole walkthrough, and he has a lot of followers. That would be an example of something that we would want to put in here for shorter clips. So yeah, so we want to look at the things that are not already compilations. So yes, okay, perfect. So you're gonna find another one. Let's see. Martin, did you want me to test out this one, the cancer clinical trials video for us, or is there another one that's a little bit around the same length, just for time purposes here? Is that a good one for us to test out here? Okay, perfect. So let me grab this one. So we're going to copy this and then we're going to bring it over here just so you can see it all happen live. Okay. So I'm actually going to go into my dashboard. I'm gonna stop share here for a second. I'm just going to log in real quick and I'll show you the back end. All right, it's logging in. It usually doesn't take this long. Sorry, I have a lot of windows and stuff open for the stuff I'm doing for my clients. So it said, does this tool work for performers like musician, words and music? Wouldn't think so. Again, yes, if it's a longer video and then they want to make shorts of it, absolutely. Yep. Yeah. If you find an example of something, we can test it out so you can see what it looks like. Yeah. All right. So here is the backend. A really good question. I love that, Martine. I haven't tested it with musicians yet, but I think it'd be super cool. Try that out. All right. Okay, so you should be able to see, so this is what it looks like once you log into Opus Pro. So again, I have a lot of videos that I've put up for a lot of different clients. I'm literally just did this. You saw me, all I did was copy that link to the YouTube video and then I logged in, okay? That's all I've done so far. So I'm just gonna paste that link in here. So see, it does all this automatically, long to shorts, enhances speech, AI captions, AI reframe, AI B-roll, and AI hook. So it's kind of loading in there. So see, this is where it tells you it supports links from YouTube, Vimeo. Oh, look, I've never had an issue with the YouTube a link before, but there you go. You're gonna have some glitches. So usually you can grab something from Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Dropbox, Loom, Riverside, and StreamYard. Okay. That's Facebook there. Let's see if it'll do this one, Chris, because it's not liking any of the YouTube videos. All right, so this one's 8 minutes. There's talking.
West, look, I will show you. It does not allow for.
This is a perfect video for this. All right. Let's go over here. This is what we're logged in. All right, let's see if it's being wonky with YouTube right now for some reason. I've had this tool for 15 months and it's never told me it couldn't do this with YouTube. So they must be doing some upgrades in the background. Oh my goodness, of course it's doing it the day I have to, right? Of course it's doing it. This is the first time I teach this class for DoSpace because I do this all the time. That's too funny. All right. Let's see. I can go over to Vimeo. That's so annoying. Unable to import video source. We're currently facing issues with YouTube link imports. Please try local uploads, Google Drive, or other video links. That is so annoying. All right, let's see if there are any. It's been forever since I've been on Vimeo. I don't even know what's on there. Apologies. It's, there's nothing we can do about it. Do we have to log in? Videos. New AI powered video platform. Okay, just give you an example. So here is, okay, let's see if it lets us go pretending to have security. Let's see what it's doing. All right, verified I was human. All right, so here is another company. Again, I'm gonna see if they have, it says English, I'm assuming there's talking.
Bulb. What does that do? It makes it strong. Perform at 8'6" and even seismic. On the 90-degree returns, just install scrap.
So this is actually the perfect video for us to, as an example, put into Opus Pro, because it looks like a commercial, right? So they're doing a commercial. Here's the thing, nobody's gonna watch, what is it? 14 of almost a 15-minute commercial on them, right? So let's see if it lets us do this. I don't, cross your fingers, everyone. It doesn't like YouTube right now, so we're gonna see if it does Vimeo. It might not like Vimeo either. It might make us upload something, which would be the strangest thing, because okay, so let us do that. So I'm just gonna hit so it lets us select a template. So it says karaoke style, gameplay, or Beastie, Mr. Beast. You can set up templates. I don't have any templates set up here. Deep diver, shine. Let's see. So it's not really a person talking. So there's some videos there. These work great, as you can see, sort of like more like podcast style. Media, karaoke. So you can see people who are on Twitch. This is a really good way to do that. So this is really just for like the captions. So let me pull this up. And I'm just gonna let it do auto on everything else. So it'll auto figure out what clip length it needs to find out. And we're gonna get clips in one click. So it's gonna go start working on this. I just wanted to give you some examples. Because again, I've never had it not do YouTube videos, and you can see right here, so it's working on it, right? So ETA, see, it works really fast, 7 minutes, 6 minutes. So it's already at 20%. So it processes the videos very, very quickly. Let's see. Did you find another Facebook video you wanted us to try, Chris? Because I think that one it might do. So while this one processes, we can check out something else. All right. So I just wanted to give you an example, right? So this is another, oh no, the rainbow wheel of death. Hopefully it won't be of death. Just movement. All righty.
Lamb or cam utility angle. Short span tees across this room.
So this is
My
obviously
room is
a video that
square,
has already been
Or supports need to be angled. You need to move to an uneven depth short span to a full length of short span tee.
When was this posted? Posted 8 years ago. 8 years ago, we had a little bit more of attention span, and people would probably watch this 14-minute commercial, although I doubt it. If it was a how-to video, 100% all day long, people would watch a 14-minute video, but it's not a how-to video, right? So because it's not sequential, you can tell it's just a commercial 8 years ago. Like today, nobody would watch that. They might watch it for 30 seconds, if that. Chris said, I found another video, but there's no audio. Yeah, I don't know that it'll work without any audio, because it uses the audio to track and create the AI. Yeah, so a lot of these, the repurposing is done with either a person talking, or if you have you're either on camera or off camera, but you can hear a person talking or doing a voiceover. We can test it out. If you want to give me the link and let me see, because Opus Clip added AI voiceover to it. So I wonder if it requires us to add text so that it does some voiceover. So I'm curious. All right, let's go back to, it's still working on this. It has not moved from the ETA 7 minutes. It's still working on it. So we're gonna see what it might not let me click on it because it's still working on the background. The video is processing. Fast and easy drywall framing. There we go. There's nothing we can do about it until that one's done. So I'm gonna pause here for questions. What questions do you have for me so far as this is processing? And remember, I told you today is going to be more of like a general class on this. You're welcome to come back or come back to any of my other AI classes. And if you're like, I mean, we have a specific video we want you to clip, come on over and you can send it over to me and I can help you do that as well. But today was more of an overview of helping you repurpose the content that you already have and using AI to do short clips on that. It changes everything. One of the things I recommend to a lot of my clients is actually starting a podcast and with video with the only intention and purpose to get clips and do it, and then use the tool to then put those clips out into social media. Because sometimes it's very difficult to create very short clips to post on social media, whether it's 30 seconds or 3 minutes, because that's for a lot of people, that's the time limit that you can have on Instagram or even YouTube. YouTube Shorts, I think, is 90 seconds. YouTube Shorts is wonky. I think sometimes it'll let you upload a 3 minute. And sometimes it's really tricky to come up with a script where you're just saying the stuff in 90 seconds or 3 minutes. However, if you're talking a lot on a podcast, say for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or even an hour, it'll take those clips, make you an authority figure, an expert in that space, and then you can put them in here, and then you'll have consistent flow of media going out for your business. So those are some ideas I wanted you to see, sort of like the umbrella of how this is used. So I'm going to pause there for questions or comments, any ideas that are coming to you of how you could potentially maybe use this either today, tomorrow, or in the future. While this renders. Good question, Chris. Says, can you add 2 clips and turn it into one? Let's check out one of the ones that's already done. I've never attempted that, but that doesn't mean that it's not possible. So see, original clips. Grab this one just because. So this one's 17 minutes and 17 seconds. This one's 12 seconds.
And this is really what the new science of stress reveals.
That was weird.
And this is really what the new science of stress reveals, that how you think about stress matters.
So I'm going to go into this video and see. So we're going to go into edit clip, because this is where we'll find, like, will actually let us do something, right? Martin said, you're still thinking about the gala event and turning into small clips to encourage donors versus specific scientific. You can totally do that. We just can't do it here because the 90 minutes will take about an hour to render, and you'll just be sitting. Yeah, but you can do it. You should. You can do it on your own, on your Opus Clip. I just don't know how much it'll give you for free, if that makes any sense. Yeah. All right. So let's see. All right. So, but yeah, you can definitely use if it's got talking, and it's not just, was that this one? No, that was the drywall one. that I want to maybe by the time this one's done rendering, it'll let us do the YouTube one. Enhance. So I'm just going to close this because I don't want to play with that right now. All right. So I think what'll work is I think we can upload another clip. So check this out. All right. So we can change the text. We can add text overlay. Add headings. You can see the editing is happening over here. Where is it? Let me change the text. Okay. All right. So you asked me about new clips. Add intro, split, and enhance. So here's the thing. In order for me to have a clip, I need to download something. So let's test something out. All right. So I'm going to download this 12-second clip. Actually, I'm just 57 seconds. And let me download this one.
I find this.
Okay. Download high quality HD. So we're going to download that. Okay, so that one's downloaded now. Now we're going to go back to the other one because this is how we're going to test if it actually goes up, right? And actually, I'm going to pull this one up just because visually it's so different. Like the intro from this one to the other one, because this one she's, it'll make it more obvious. So let's test something out. I'm gonna edit this. Alrighty. Okay, so this is the intro to that first video. And now we're gonna upload. So this will be the moment of truth, Chris. If it'll, like, you can upload images, videos, audios. So we're gonna drag and drop what I just downloaded. See if it'll let me drag it there. Did it let me do it? Okay, there we go. Assets added successfully. So you can add images, other videos, you can add audio. Okay. So we're going to add to timeline, add as intro, add as outro, manage assets. So how about we add it as outro? There we go. Clip added. So now you have the two videos. This one ends there, first clip. And we should
To do with stress. I find this amazing that your stress response has a built-in mechanism for stress resilience.
We answered your
And that
question.
mechanism is human connection.
It's a little bit wonky right now because that's an internet issue, but it's not and because it's rendering, so it's not an Opus clip issue. But there we go. We can add 2 clips and turn it into one. You can add, it looks like multiple clips, and you could add images. So this works very similar to CapCut. But if you're only using images, I highly recommend CapCut. So this is a very similar editing tool. Why do I feel like this got moved over? Now I can't get to the edge. And you also can click anywhere in the timeline. You can delete, you can add the volume, you can lower it, you can split frames. There's a lot of editing that can be done. Again, I'm lazy and I only pick the videos that don't need any editing to upload. It is amazing and powerful. Yay, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, there's a lot to be able to be done here. And again, you can have your logo. You can have AI emojis, have the captions. We can add B-roll. So let's see where it would add B-roll as an example. Auto-generate, AI auto-generate, stock B-roll. So you can actually have it generate AI B-roll, so make its own movies, or you can generate it from stock footage. How cool is that? Look, it looks like the stock library is coming soon. It's not there yet, but as you can see, like this is all evolving as we speak. Today is the worst it will ever be. For the price, it's definitely a deal. I highly, highly recommend it. There's nothing out there like this at this price point. This is a huge bargain. You can also upload B-roll. So I'm going to have it generate B-roll. And again, it's going to go in and check out whichever ones that it thinks. So upload logo. I don't really care about uploading a logo, but for like companies, like especially for the cancer research, Martin, you can upload the logo and have it like in a little corner. So let's see what it's going to do. So it's going to make some B-roll for us. It's going to decide. Oh, look at that. Look at that. So I'm not even sure what part of the video it is.
But first, I want you to make a little confession to me.
So it decided.
I'm a health psychologist, and not my confession.
Look at that.
My confession is this. I'm a health psychologist, and my mission is to help people be.
So it just decided, hey, let me put an image in the background here. To make it look like a psychologist's office. And then here, I'm not sure what it added.
But I fear.
See, so it puts an image of fear. That wasn't in there 5 seconds ago. How amazing is that, right? So again, it's the reason it's able to do that is because of the text that we have. So that's why you need like kind of like a script or some talking. And again, the talking doesn't even have to be you on camera. Let's play with this. This clip is going to be so messed up. It's okay because it's just to show you all. It's not a real video. So you can even have, this is Adam's voice. So let's use female British. Let's use Alice. We're going to generate speech. Unable to add voiceover, please provide. Oh, here's a script. Hello, everyone from Do Space. This is AI generated voiceover. All right, we're going to see what it does. Tone stability, I have no idea what this means. Some more variable, more stable. Original video with audio volume. Generate speech. I'm not sure if it mattered where I did it, where this little marker was, or what it's up to, where it's gonna do any of this. Martin says hard part is to focus on the problem with the tool and just be fun to play with. I know, right? You can literally spend, this is why I don't do any of the editing, because you can spend so much. I mean, there are people who like live for this, right? I am not an editor by trade. I am whatever is easiest and most efficient type of person, which is why I use this tool. And it's just way cheaper than spending $15,000 a year to have people create my long form content or my keynotes to turn them into short clips. This does it for me, right? That's why I like to use the TEDx as an example, right? So it says I have a confession to make. Let's see what did it add here?
Everyone from Dose Space.
A little bit wonky. Right, it's trying to do the script. But I think it's trying to talk over the audio that's already there.
Happier and healthier. But I fear that.
Hello, everyone from Dose Space. This is AI generated voiceover. Nice to meet you.
Right, that was just a script that we put in there. So if you have and now the other video that you sent me, Chris, that actually might work. I may have been completely mistaken and told you wrong information. So you might be able to have something that is just the video and the images and then add the voiceover on here, but you need to give it the script. Because it used to be when I first started this where it needed to be audio, but maybe not anymore. Let me see if I can find that video that you sent me earlier. I think there was like 16 seconds. So let's test it out and see if I don't know if it recognizes it from there. Since it's not letting us do any of the YouTube, and actually let's go check. on how our clip is doing. You're getting to see this all real life. So the reason I do this all live is on purpose so that you can see if there's any glitches or anything going on with the tool, I can see it as well. And we're like, oh, well, that's happening, right? It's just so that you don't feel like you're doing something wrong. And the reason I don't do slides is because a week later they're outdated and I don't have time to sit there and keep doing slides. Hey, all this stuff is so new so quickly that literally a week later it's outdated. So I'm going to save the changes even though these are all bonkers and it's not real, right? So I'm not gonna, these aren't videos I'm ever going to post. They're just for showing you an example. So let's go check out how our clip is doing. Did we waste enough time already? Did we waste time or did we invest it? It's well invested time, isn't it? All right, look at this. All right, y'all ready? You're ready to go see the clips that we came up with? This is, I'll remind you, this is this Vimeo. Good, I'm glad Martine absolutely invested. Fast and easy drywall framing. Okay, that's what, again, this was a video that was posted 8 years ago by Armstrong World Industries. Looks like they have a lot of videos. And we put this one in here. So we're going to go check to see how many clips it came up with. It was 14 minutes, 52 seconds, so almost 15 minutes. It created 14 clips. Okay. And these would be something that you can create a consulting agency just doing this stuff, by the way. You pay for this and charge companies to do this. I would charge a company probably $500 to $600 or maybe $1,000 to give them 14 clips. And they were done in 7 minutes. Right? Again, you have to give people good quality, right? So there will probably be some back and forth and some editing and stuff that you need. But hey, this is a lot of stuff that you can do. So let's check this one out. This is the one that thinks is the best. This one's 25 seconds.
Notice how my tee spaced perfectly 24 inches from the neighboring tee. No measuring was required at all. Plus, I lost the screws with Lamb's simplicity. If your span is over 8'6", like our room, we will either need to wire tie each tee to structure at midspan or utilize this flattened out bulb that I showed you earlier. Notice how my tee spaced
and then it keeps replaying, right? That's the entire idea, to get people hooked. And if they want to know more, they'll get into it. So I call them like trailers for movies, and you want to hook someone. If the trailer doesn't hook you in, people aren't going to watch the movie. Did any of that make any sense for you, Chris, since you're the drywall expert? Sounded good to me, but I know nothing. Oh, it did. Okay, good. Sounded good to me, but I know nothing of drywall, so I would have to ask my husband. We're like, does this make any sense? So again, look at how incredible that clip was. Just basically in a nanosecond, right? Obviously it took 7 minutes, but 7 minutes is not that long to render and do all of that stuff from a 15-minute video. Let's see what it did here. I'm just curious.
In seismic DEF areas, wires or supports need to be anchored to the strong back every 3 feet. The strong back simply drops on.
That one's 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Again, it finds from the text what it thinks is a good starting point and end point from your video, depending on how humans talk, right? So let's go find another one over here. I really like this of the up close of his face right there.
Therefore, 5/8" drywall tucks perfectly into the open ends of soffits to fill the void. When securing your drywall to the short span tee, make sure to place your screws through the bulb of the short span. A reference line makes this easy. Ready to get started? Therefore, 5/8" drywall tucks perfectly into the open ends of soffits to fill the void.
Right, so this one starts with the therefore, and for normal purposes, is a good one, you liked it, right? So for normal purposes, you might think, well, you don't want to start with the video with therefore because not giving them any information. Psychologically, it makes people want to watch more clips because they're thinking, I missed something. well, what did he say before or what's after, right? So the idea is, how do you get people hooked psychologically? So you actually don't want to give them everything in one video. You want these clips to be good enough for them to want to watch more of your content. And that's very different than how we did content 10 years ago. This is more about hooking people in. It's kind of like they're bait. These short clips are meant to be bait for them to come into your business and want to learn more, right? So a lot of these are meant to be educational, entertaining, and then, okay, so a big mistake that I see businesses doing is they're constantly selling. They're like, come, if you need this, call us. If you need this, call us. Like every single post. Stop. That's hurting you, okay? People these days need to be entertained and informed. So if you can do like 80% content that's educational and helpful for your clients, then that 10 to 15% of the time, then you can tell them like, hey, by the way, if you have any of these problems, give us a call. We'll help you out. You get a free quote. Okay, so it's very different. A lot of the companies are making the mistake on social media where everything's an infomercial or everything's an ad. Quickest way to have people not use you as a company. Okay. And for you, Chris, since you have a company that is very visual, right? So everything to do with drywalling, have you ever heard of, do you know what drywall ASMR is? I want you to look this up. So ASMR, I need to look up the actual definition, but it's, people do that with, you've probably seen it with microphones, and they'll do like this kind of thing or whatever kind of where they'll do that. Or have you ever caught yourself on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube watching someone either pressure wash a sidewalk or pressure wash a rug? Just because it's like, ooh, it's kind of hypnotic. There are accounts out there that do drywall ASMR, and it is hypnotic to see someone go either super fast. And the thing is, people are working normally. Yeah, you've seen those on other topics, but now on drywall. Yeah, I go check out. Let me see if I can find a good account on here. Let me pull up TikTok real quick. Well, it's a good thing. So you are in an industry. There's one right on CCM. It literally said that the hook title was drywall ASMR. It's just you working. It's just people working. You're just doing your job. So this is about like, how can you document the stuff that you're doing and record what you're already doing, and then and create smaller clips afterwards, right? So this is where you can document and actually without audio and put it into here and then add your voice over there if you want, or just have the audio. This is where CapCut would do better for you. Because a lot of people want to hear the sounds, or you just put a song over it. Or you can fast forward the whole thing on CapCut and make it look like, you know, especially if you have your crew working on something and they all look super funny, moving super fast. So there, again, that's not this class, but I just wanted to give you some ideas of some of the things you can do. But that's an industry, like in the nonprofit space, there's not really ASMR. In my space for consulting, there's not really ASMR, but on physical things that people can watch others doing, you're in the space for doing that. And those accounts tend to get a lot of likes and a lot of engagement because people love to, or just a lot of views. And they're entertaining because people are kind of like mindlessly watching a lot of this stuff. Yeah, so here you go. Here's an example of this one. So now I was able to show you how the drywall sort of videos can work. Unfortunately, it was on Vimeo, but it served the point, right? You got to see how many different links work on there. And we got to do it while we were on the call, a YouTube links are not working right now, so we can't show you those. But we were gonna try to see this one, right? So I'm gonna see, promised you, any questions so far? Questions, comments. So we're gonna test this one out. Oh, good. I'm glad, Chris. I'm glad that was insightful for you. So we're actually gonna, let me see if it lets me download this. It's 16 seconds. I think it'll be easier to download FD, download. Hope I'm not going to like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that. This is actually a separate app that I have that I got a long time ago. But I forgot about. Woohoo! Okay, so it has music for it. All right, so let's go bring this. This is actually a good example of me being able to upload something directly because we already sort of saw the clips put together, right? Thanks to your question, Chris. So we're gonna upload this one, whichever one we just downloaded. Downloads. I hope it's that one. Nope. All right, open. Doom, 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 doom. All right, so we're just gonna do get clips in one click. Project submitted successfully. So it's working on it. You see it's 16, the video is only 16 seconds, but it says 5 minutes processing. It'll probably be done a lot quicker than that. But then there we can probably add a script for a voiceover, which I highly recommend because I don't think that the song doesn't serve a purpose, right? And the pictures are too slow. So one of the things you'll notice on social media is pictures have like a half a second frame rate in order to get keep people's attention. A second or 3 seconds is already too long. Isn't that crazy? Like, what? But 3 seconds is super fast. I know, but we have been spoiled with editing, and our brains want something that's moving really, really fast. So let's see. It says it's still says error. Videos need at least 30 spoken words. Okay, so this we go. I wanted to run a test for you, see what this was like. So it's not gonna do anything with it because video needs at least 30 spoken words to be processed using Clip Basic. Credits have been returned to your account. Please watch the Clip Anything model to process videos with fewer words. All right, so maybe it'll work over here. So I'm gonna upload it again. And it has another, I don't really play with Clip Anything, but I think this one might work for what you need. Get clips in one click. So now we know that one. Okay, so I literally just changed over here. Great for clipping talking videos. Clip Anything, our smartest model, great for any videos. Okay, so this is where Clip Anything is relatively new. When they first started a year ago, it was just Clip Basic. Clip Anything is it'll work for what we're trying to do here. So can we just delete this? All right. Well, if it failed, I don't need to see it in there. All right, 1%. So it's working on this one. I think it should let us add voiceover. I think that'd be kind of cool. Let's see what it's working on. Videos processing, analyzing. Okay, good. It didn't give us an error, so that's good. Beta. Minutes. So now we just get to wait and hang out. I hope I didn't mess with it. Okay, it's almost done. All right, so while that finishes up, let's see. I was gonna ask you a question, but I think we're ready to see this one. Your video is processing. Receive notification. Woohoo! All right, let's check out your 16-second. I found a hole in my ceiling. Like it just created a caption like that. People would stop to watch that because we're nosy. Like, what do you mean? Right? This is probably a client, but it doesn't matter. This video shows damage to ceiling with exposed pipes and insulation. It just recognized that through AI. How freaking cool is that? Okay, so we can do AI hook, enhance speech, add B-roll. So actually let's go into this and let's see what just make one of them. Not sure. So the only thing it did on here was give us a hook and then give us some timestamp on what it did in the scenes, right? So let's go ahead and see what we can do on the editing clip side. Because we can make the volume really low for the music that's on there. So we can do volume 0. So now the music is gone. And I'm gonna, so what I do down here is I just bring the line to where I want it. I push the space bar and then it plays. So now the music is gone. So that means that we can add some voiceover and we can actually even make the clip shorter, right? So this is where we edit. So remember I told you these are too long. Right, so this is where we can do something called a split. And then we can make this shorter. I don't know what I just did. How do I undo? Undo, Emmy, undo. There has to be an undo button. Here we go. There's an undo button. I use it a lot. There you go. Good, Chris. I'm glad now you know what to do for the next videos. Because you do so much incredible stuff. You're just busy doing it, right? Not documenting. This is, yeah, normally the case, it kind of seems silly to document, but now you have a purpose to document. So you know that this is you actually showing stuff off later and then you can edit them. So let's see the volume. Okay, so the music is gone. Let's do some voiceover. Stop. All right. As you can see how bad I am at all of this. If I can do it, you can too. You're welcome, Martin. Bye. All right. So let's check out your voiceover. Hi all. Found a hole in my wall. And to fix it. I'm just adding something random. Let's see. Adam, American male general. Let's make you sound worried. You're so worried. Arnold is worried. Whoever Arnold is. All right, generating speech. So again, it's showing up down here. So you can either delete the whole thing or let it play. So I'm just gonna let it play and see what it sounds like.
Hi, y'all. I found a hole in my wall. Now I have to fix it.
Definitely sounded worried. Whatever it was. Ah! It's really hard to get that.
Hi, y'all. I found a hole in my wall. Now I have to fix it.
There you go. Poor Arnold is very concerned about the hole in his wall and he's not very happy that he has to fix it. Right? So there you go. And we can also still have the music in the background, or you can add some more music if you want. This is the original volume. So it'll play with the background music and the voiceover.
Hi, y'all. I found a hole in my wall. Now I have to fix it.
Let me see. Maybe that's not the original. Let me see.
Hi, y'all. I found a hole in my wall. Now I have to fix it.
No, I think it's just the volume for the voiceover. Oh, look, you can add music. Right? That's already copyright free. So let's clown around. I don't know what Bunny Joe is. It's not playing. How do I add this? I'm just curious at this point. Okay.
Hi, all. I found a hole in my wall. Now I have to fix it.
Here we go. Get some music playing in the background. You can obviously write more in the script. You can make your clips shorter. Make the video a lot shorter. Right, but the problem with this, getting it from here, is that it clips the backside. So we want to do split. So there's a lot you can do in here with the editing. But again, today was just sort of like to introduce you to the tool. And then you can do the edits if you want. But the easier...
Hi, all. I found a hole in my wall. Now I have to fix it.
I find it easier if you just sort of have the videos that you want up front set up better, and then that way you can just do the clips. But either way, you can do the editing here if you want to. All righty. Well, that's all I got for you. What was your favorite part of today, Chris and Joseph? I don't know if Joseph's still there. But anybody want to share their favorite learning from today? Joseph says, I have drywall damage at home, so that's going to get fixed now. There you go. Woohoo! I love it. Chris says, everything you showed us was helpful. I think this can be beneficial for the business. Woohoo! Woo! That's what I like to hear. Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea, is how can you have some tools under your belt that are either cheap or very, very inexpensive to maximize the work that you're already doing, right? That's not going to cost you so much upfront without having to hire an entire marketing agency. Now you have a marketing agency in your back pocket. You're welcome, Joseph. All right, everyone. It was so nice having you on session today. That's all I have for you today. Look forward to continuing to see your presence on future classes. And if you play with this and you have some questions moving forward, feel free to come to any of my AI classes, because I covered this there. I don't actually create videos. I just tell people it exists. This is the one where I actually create the videos and show you some more details in the editing. So it's super fun. But feel free to come to any of my other AI classes, and we can do some more stuff on your Opus Clip side. So keep me posted. I'd love to see how any of your videos come out with that. So have a lot of fun creating those, and I'm super excited to see some of your results. Have a great one, everyone. Good evening. Bye.